Okay guys, before I show you the big dog, I want to tell you a little bit about the Honda, what's going on with it. Okay, now I've always known, you guys that don't know that I rebuilt the engine, I removed the engine out of the Honda about 2 years ago, and I virtually took the engine completely apart, every single component, every bolt. I split the engine cases in half, and I replaced the crankshaft, the pistons, piston rings. Now, when I put that engine together, I used a paper gasket there's a gasket that goes around the engine halves. And I also used gasket sealer. I used the blue gasket sealer. I didn't use the red high temperature gasket sealer. So as a result, that has a slow leak. I noticed that when I moved this earlier, I had some oil on the rug. So what I could live with it, but since I'm going to put the original head back on that, I'm going to remove the engine, and I'm going to take the engine completely apart. We're going to take the heads off. We're going to put the 87 cylinder head back on that in place of that Nighthawk 2000, I think that's a 2001 or 2003 Nighthawk cylinder head I have on it. And we're going to split the engine halves, and we're going to put a good gasket on there along with the red high temperature gasket maker, not the sealer, the gasket maker. In addition to the gasket that I'm going to put on there, we'll put the gasket maker on there as well, so then it'll be completely sealed up. Because I don't know if you could tell, now you can't see it too good, but I used the red gasket maker on the cylinder head, and I've never had a leak since. So I cleaned my bench up a little bit. I got that all cleaned up. This will be the parts table. I got this all cleaned up. So we got our manual right there. I have some gaskets here. This might be the gasket I need. It might not. I'm going to have to take a look once I have the thing off. If this fits on, I think this might be it. This is a good gasket right here. This is an original Honda gasket. The one I have on there is a paper Chinese gasket. It's kind of made, it's almost like this material here. It's almost like it's cardboard or paper. So, that's the plan with that. I don't know if you guys ever, what, hold on guys, I got to give you some light, man. Let me pause you guys and I'm going to set my light up. Alright. See, when I took it apart, guys, I even engraved a starter. I engraved my rocker covers. I did all that to the engine halves, to the case halves, when I had everything apart. See, even the motor mount I engraved. Manifold, the front forks, when we rebuilt them, we did all that to it. And whatever I could ball cut and engrave, I ball cutted it and engraved it. Oh, we got a horn on here too. Check out the horn over here. See, I got a little horn. The horn's a piece of crap. Wait till you guys hear the horn. That horn's supposed to be loud. I'll let you hear how loud the horn isn't. Alright, we got it started. That's the horn. is adjustable, but that's as best as the horn gets. Yeah, that's the horn, guys. Beep, beep. It's supposed to be a loud horn, according to, that's an eBay horn. That was $12.99, right? According to the ad, it's supposed to be a loud horn, good enough for Harleys. Yeah, so, probably what I'll do is I'll take the engine out this winter. You know, because that's going to take me, that's going to take some time. And I don't have time this summer or this spring for the engine. The engine, I'll do that this winter, guys. That way I can take my time on it. I'm not going to be in a rush. And I'll put it together right this time. You know, because if I want to sell this, I mean, I could sell it now. I'm going to just have to tell them about the leak. Or I could fix it and tell the people they're not going to have many worries. So, but anyway, yeah, we got everything cleaned up in here. Got it all clean. Roads are soaking wet. It's been raining every single day this week, so we can't get the dog out. Every day it's been raining. See, now this is where I have my documents. I have my documents in here. And, because that way there, when we switch seats, I don't have to switch documents. You know, we're gonna run that seat a little bit. And I'll tell you the truth, I don't know which seat I like better. I don't know if I like that seat better or the spring seat. With the spring seat, I could sit back farther. But that seat there, that's a little safer. That gives you a little bit more back support. But the only problem with that is when you hit a bump, you feel it going up in your spine. Where the spring seat, believe it or not, it does take away some of the jolts and jars from bumps on the road, guys. It does take some of the bumps away, not all of them. And I still got to get the horn wired up on this. For that, we're going to have to take the seat off, we'll take the battery out. And then there's, the wires are down in there. There's like 4 wires a guy cut. I think all 4 of them go into the relay for the horn. Because the horn, where the horn was, the horn goes like on the front, inside of your electronics cover. The horn's like right there on the inside. And there was a bolt with a piece of metal from the horn bracket. So why I don't know, maybe it snapped off, maybe it broke off, maybe it was loose and the guy got aggravated with it. So I'm thinking the 4 wires go to the relay. So what I'm going to have to do is I have to find out which wire goes where, and we'll hook up the relay ourselves, and we'll see if we can get the horn working. Because, I mean, around here, you don't need a horn. I know what you guys are saying. Why do you need a horn with something like this? It's so loud. Well, around here, a horn's good to have. Because these people, man, are crazy around here. They're crazy. They're totally crazy. So I hope everyone is healthy with the coronavirus, or also called COVID-19, going on. I have been wearing a mask when I go out into the stores. I gotta get a lot of steers too, guys. A lot of steers. But you know, people want to stare because you're wearing a mask. You know what? Let them stare. Let them stare. So you're the one that's going to stay healthy, and they're the ones that are going to be on a freaking ventilator for 15 to 30 days. And let me tell you something. That ain't no picnic. Being on a freaking ventilator for 15 to 30 days. That's no picnic. You know, you don't want to do that. So wear a mask. But I got news for you. You know, even when this thing is over, things are not going to go back to normal for a long time. Okay? Because when 9/11 happened, that's when I went out of business, when I was a home remodeler. When 9/11 happened, my jobs just stopped. It took like people, for some reason, I guess they thought everybody was a terrorist. You know? And, I mean, people were just so untrustworthy to everybody. And it was like a good year later, they were still untrustworthy. And I guess they thought everybody was a terrorist. Even up to a year later, people were like that. And that's what's going to happen with this. People are going to be standing 6 feet away from anybody because they don't want to get your germs. You know, they don't want to breathe your air in. And it's going to be like that for at least a year, maybe a year and a half after this thing subsides. I'm just warning all y'all. That's how it's going to go down. That's what's going to happen. Okay? And you need to believe what I'm telling you, because I'm a pretty damn good judge of people. I know people. I know how rotten people are. And it's just not here in America, it's all over the world, man. People are brainwashed. It's like they're under mind control or something. It's just not here. Don't think it's here in America. It's like this all over. It's like this all over the world. People are they're under mind control or something. That's what's going to happen when they come on the news, when the media comes on the news and says, okay, it's safe now, there's no more cases of COVID-19 going on, people are still going to be very cautious around anybody else. People are still going to be very unsociable to everybody. As a matter of fact, worse than ever. And people are going to want you to stand at least 6 feet away from them. You know, so basically what this is causing is it's causing people to be very unfriendly. If they weren't already unfriendly now they're going to be even more unfriendly toward each other. And it's basically, man, what it's doing in a nutshell, it's making a world that's bad even worse. So, all right. I know what you guys are saying. What am I doing with that? I use that to clean my carburetor out, guys. I used to have my little min pins, man, my little dogs. I had 5 diabetic dogs, and we had to take their blood, and we had to give them insulin injections. And we actually have a whole bag of those left over. But when I cleaned my carburetor out, I sucked in gum out with this, and I was spraying out all the little holes in the carburetor with that, and believe it or not, that didn't work either. That's why that's there. So, okay, guys, that's what my plans are with the Honda. We're going to take the engine out, and we're taking the engine completely apart once again. This time we're going to put it together right, and we're going to take our time.